Hello and welcome. So today we're gonna prepare operating segment analysis dashboard. So what is operating segment? In accounting or financial reporting, we have an international standard IFRS 8, which states that a company which do multiple business activities, and those activities are called operating segments in easy words. So what operating activities does this company perform? In my front, you have a sheet 1 which represents the financials and the monthly data. So this financial table relates to the segment report which actually represents the IFRS 8 reporting in the financial report. So in the sheet 2, we have a segment detail sheet. It represents the index and the name of the segment, the name of the business activity, the name of the component which our company perform, which our company do. So it first of all it works on power and mining, second works on the fertilizers, and third it works on a polymer. So we have these three segments and we're gonna prepare a segment analysis report or a dashboard to check how much our segment is working effectively by the management decisions, and most importantly how much the revenue or the net profit our each segment earns during a period. So let me share you another screen of the Power BI and let's move to our task. So here we have a Power BI desktop. The first important thing is to connect our source data with the Power BI desktop. As you can see, we have the four buttons. We can connect our source data from the top, import data from an Excel. Another screen appears. So it says where our data lays out. So I'll be opening my download. I have my data set in the download. I'll be establishing a connection between the Microsoft Excel workbook and the Power BI desktop. As you can see, a small navigation pane such as a connecting name appears in the top. Let's just wait for the navigation pane. Yeah, here we have a navigation pane. Let me it expand. So it has made our Excel workbook as a folder. You'll see a folder icon near it. Next, we have the table and the sheet details. As my Excel dataset have been formatted in the table, so you can see the two tables at the top and the two sheets at the below. How we can differentiate between the sheet and the table. The icon here, their name. So this white complete sheet represents the sheet, and this blue and white represents the table. So I'll be selecting my tables. Now you can see on the right hand side, you got the preview of your data. And more importantly, let me see or check some Power Query steps. We're gonna see another screen of the Power Query. Here below we have a three buttons, load, transform data, and a cancel. So if I directly click on the load, the data will be automatically connected and made a relationship using the Microsoft Power BI relationship, and the data will be loaded. The second option, transform data. We will be looking in the Power Query, the more preferable steps if we gonna make some query decisions, if we gonna do some auditing, if we gonna do some replacing of the figures or a data, if we gonna split our data, we gonna use the transform data option. And there's the third thing is cancel. I'll be using the transform data. Now you can see a Power Query editor. This is very similar to the Power Query editor available in the Microsoft Excel. If you learn here, you can work very easily in the Excel BI interface. So at the top, we have the Home tab. I have shared the previous introduction to Power Query class. You can view it another time, you can view it a second time to look the Power Query editor. Next thing we have a transform. So as under the query table, we have selected automatically the segment table. So it has shown our segment table. The first table is financial details. And here at the second, we have the applied steps. So which steps we have applied till now? We have the source, navigation, and the change time. So what is source? When we connect our Excel or any other data cell with the Power BI, the navigation, it's a navigation page appears which asks about to load the data, to connect the Power Query editor, or to cancel the data. The third is a change type. So it makes our table or a sheet feasible for the editing. Here we have the finances. First of all, I'm going to make a duplicate. So right click from your mouse. Here we have a duplicate option and the reference option. Though this reference option comes for the auditing in the Power BI. So we're gonna look in the next class, and the duplicate makes a copy of the table or a sheet. I have chosen duplicate. Now you can see financial details too means a duplicate. So I'll be performing some initial steps here of the Power Query transformation. So let's see. As by default, the first column is selected. Right click from your mouse, and here you have an option to unpivot. Other columns are unpivot columns. So I want to unpivot my other columns. What it will be doing, it will be consolidating all the columns and making it a one. So as you can see, our date table, it represents the name of a segment along with the table date, and the third one is the value. Though some of the values are in decimals, I'm going to replace those. Here we have a number formatting option. It says decimal number, fixed decimal number, whole number. So I'm going to use the whole number. Yeah, it had updated all the decimals. Now, this attribute, I'm going to replace this attribute as a date. So I'm going to replace the name. As we perform a query step on the right hand side, we have our applied steps. Though it says, first of all, we have unpivot other columns. Next, it says we have changed the type of the column and we have renamed our column. Whenever which step you apply, it have been shown in the applied step column. This is very essential for the auditing. This is very essential for an auditor to check which steps have been applied. Now I'm gonna apply more steps on the date table. Here we have a split column option. Why I'm using a split column option? Because I want to separate my segment names with the dates. It says by delimiters, by character, by position. Yes, by delimiter. So it says I want to split my column with the dash. As you can see in my data still no dash is appeared. And it says from the left side, from the right hand side, etc. So first of all, I have to choose. So I have space in my data set. Yes, I want to start my space from the right hand side. I'll be selecting this option and click OK. Now you can see the segments have been reported separately from the date. It's called a date 2. I'm gonna rename it as well segments, and here the date 1. I'm gonna rename it as well again. Now you can see our dates and the segments and the values related to financials appear. So here dates have been showing in ABC text form. I'm gonna see it in date form. Let me show you. Now you can see an error appears. A red line appears here under the date name. As you can see, all are the three red 100% correct green lines. But here we can see a red line appear and the error of the date. We're gonna replace these errors with the date value. So let me cross my flag step from here. Now you can see it has removed or replaced the last possible step. So here under the file option, we have option and a setting. Again, I'm gonna go to options. Just wait a second. Yeah, here I have got an option bar, and here we have a regional setting. So as I'm living in a Pakistan, so my regional dates are connected with the United States. As the Power BI is an international software, so it has connected with the United States. I'm gonna change my date location to Pakistan, in which the region you live, you can change the date. Click OK. So now just wait for the 2 seconds or a three. It will be backend processing. The common C language or a Python language will be doing a program, and it would be updating our dates to the regional change. Now I'll be changing the date format. Now you can see it has changed the date to 31st 10 2020 automatically, as we write here in the Pakistan region. Now we have performed some initial steps in the Power Query. Though what we have learned in the Power Query, we have learned that how to unpivot the column, how to apply steps, how to delete steps, how to change the data type, how we can see the date regions, and duplicating our column. Next thing, the most importantly, we have to add an index column for to prepare our segment report as per the IFRS had given. So in the first original sheet or a table, we have financial column selected. It represents the name of financials which have been included and the respective things. What we gonna see? So here under the transform, we have a many options to add a column, split column, delete column. So and the third, it says an index column we have to add. Yeah, from where we have to start our index column, from zero or from one or from custom. So as for the best practices, we have to use a one. As a computer language backend, it will be considered zero as a nothing, and our data set will be finished. Our data set would not work efficiently as we can perform it. So I'll be using a from one option. As you can see, index column have been prepared. At the end, I'll be reorganizing it to the top. Wait a sec. It takes the time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make this move option to the beginning. Now you can see index and the respective financial information available, along with the segment name and the remaining figures. Yeah, all of our transformation and the ordering have been done. Thank you for viewing the part 1. I'll be uploading the part 2 nearby.